Good morning, good midday, good afternoon, good dinner time, good bedtime to you. Let me see how I know my official 37 entrepreneurial ideas with guidance from my iPad. Please don't analyze or get confused, my friends, when I lose my eye contact with you while I'm looking at the iPad. Basically, I'm going to see, as a test to my 26-year vision with my 37 entrepreneurial ideas that are on my website, that I do believe all 37 will work. I'm going to give you a rundown from me, Mark, an entrepreneur, inventor, visionary, a basic description of my 37 entrepreneurial ideas in this rather special video that I have produced today for you. Okay, here we go, my friends. Time to lose a little bit of wonderful eye contact for 5 to 10 minutes, looking at you and being respectful, and also my eyes engaging with the iPad as a guide for my 37 entrepreneurial visionary ideas. And then hopefully off the top of my head, friends, I can give you a brief description on each of the 37 entrepreneurial ideas at my website that you will see in the description provided at this visionary focused .com at this vision focused share. So here I go. Bear with me. The PIOW, pass it on watch, youth, 5 to 13-year-old PIOW, which comes with no app. When the youth 5 to 13-year-olds purchase their youth PIOW in a store or online, it comes with instructions manually in paper and also online. With the youth PIOW, all the children need to do is to purchase it. When purchased, it comes with youth PIOW in capitals on the screen of the watch, the digital time, and great, the analog time to teach youth both forms of a clock. Also, with the work that they need to do, the youth, is to put their nickname if they have one, then first name, their age, their favorite color for friends to share with, and their date of birth and where they're from or what school they go to, depending on privacy, of course. With the youth PIOW, when you purchase it, not only does it come purchased with a colored nylon interchangeable strap, but you can also purchase individually different colored straps or a clear see-through strap, which means the youth 5 to 13-year-old, they're not looking to pass on their nylon strap because it's not colored, because it's clear see-through. which is an indication to other youth, 5 to 13-year-olds in the playground, after school clubs, sports clubs, hobby clubs, etc., that they're in pause mode and they're not looking to pass it on strap time, hence pass it on watch strap time. So the PIOW for this one is the youth PIOW. Moving on. So in the next year or so, America are going to produce, more than likely, the R14 basic PIOW, which comes with a basic app to purchase individually. The app once purchased the basic PIOW. Also with more attributes and more options with the PIOW Pass It On Watch Gold membership, friends. It comes with more opportunity to pass it on in public. Basically, with the basic R14 app PIOW and the gold R14 app PIOW, it's more for teenagers and adults. The difference between the youth PIOW and the basic R14 PIOW app and the gold R14 PIOW app is, as I've just explained, my friends, more integrations and more options. So in a brief description, with the basic PIOW and the gold PIOW apps, the PIOWs, the two of the three. So we've got to start the youth PIOW, the basic R14 app PIOW, and the gold R14 app PIOW. So to differentiate the three, the R14 basic comes with a certain amount of options to pass it on, and the gold has more options before you pass it on. With the youth PIOW, it's just the interchangeable strap, pass it on, and then you can swap straps and strap it onto your watch that you're going to keep, because you're not going to pass on your youth PIOW watch screen when it's got all the data and the entries from the individual youth. The difference between the basic R14 and the gold 14 is that it's not a nylon strap, pass it on like the youth. With the basic app PIOW and the gold app PIOW, it's an interchangeable watch, pass it on watch. When purchased, it comes with PIOW basic on the screen or PIOW gold on the screen. It will have, as the youth PIOW does, the analog time and the digital time, but basically once the teenager or adult purchases either the basic PIOW app or the gold PIOW app, it's their discretion to choose which network they're looking for that individual PIOW to be integrated into the community with a pass it on. So an example, as I just mentioned, you're sitting at a bus stop, someone comes up to you that you don't know, kindly asks you for the time, and then once the PIOW gets heard and seen, they'll go, wow, a PIOW, cool. Then you start talking, you can show them the time on the screen of the PIOW, and then if you have a good conversation and feel like you want to network, you take the nylon white strap for basic PIOW and the gold nylon strap for a gold PIOW. You swap the whole watch, including the nylon strap. So moving forward with the difference between the youth, basic and gold PIO, with the basic and gold, it's not just a nylon strap, it's a whole PIO pass it on watch. The person who purchases it needs to describe when they interact with others for the first ever time, having been the first owner, what group they're looking to integrate into. Off the top of my head, without looking at my iPad, I think maybe we've got business, pass it on PIOs, acquaintances, friends, family. Yeah, so just to repeat off the top of my head, I'm thinking business, 1, 2, friends, 3, family, and 4, acquaintances. Anyway, I may have got it wrong, but I'm working hard to share it off the top of my head as the entrepreneur of this first idea that the states are working on. So once you've purchased your basic or gold app PIO, you as the first owner add at the app, once you've purchased the app, your name, age, a bit more about yourself, maybe where you live, your interests, your hobbies, what you do in your spare time, and then you pass it on to someone else. Then they, having you passed it on to them, purchase the basic app or the PIO Gold app. Then in the database at the app, they can say, oh, so the man I met at the bus stop was the purchaser of this basic or gold app. And then once they've purchased the cheap app, they can see who bought it, that he wants to swap it on purely as acquaintances, for example, like at the bus stop. So the man bought it, he was at the bus stop, he got talking to a kind lady, he then offered her his PIO, and now she purchases the app when she's ready, with no need to give any details with the interaction apart from showing the time, that it's a PIO, and maybe their first name, so she remembers on the database at the app his first name, and then he'll add into the data at the app, I met this lovely lady called Heidi at the bus stop. She now owns the acquaintances PIO, basic or gold, depending on what the first owner chooses. So the cool part is she then purchases the app that night after work, sees his details and about himself and maybe his age and a profile photo of him. So she goes, oh, that's right. I just met him 9 hours ago at the bus stop and he gave me a pass it on watch. Then she, as I'm alluding to, purchases the app, gets the data integration allowance of his data that he's added to the app, and then she can, for the first time, add her data information about herself. Then him and her have a connection at the app, and then she will pass it on to another acquaintance because the man that purchased it decided that this PIO basic or gold PIO app watch is purely for acquaintances. To keep it in the spirit of acquaintances, the first purchaser choose the group which they want, whether it's business, friends, family, acquaintances, etc. I'm doing my best. I hope you understand so far, my friends. So as you can see by my sharing, there's quite a bit of difference between the youth 5 to 13-year-olds PIOW, which comes with no app, and interchangeable nylon straps and a clear see-through strap when the youth's not looking to pass on their strap in the playground, at a hobby group, at a sports club. The basic youth PIOW is simple. The basic R14 app, basic R14 Gold app for teenagers 14 and up only, and adults is the whole interchangeable watch all in one, with the family, friends, acquaintances, business, etc. decided upon purchase by the first owner which group they want this particular PIOW to focus on, and in this spirit, add their app with their profile as the first owner. They put into the data at the top under their profile, I want this PIOW watch to just be for acquaintances, as alluded to in the bus stop interaction, or family, friends, or business connections. So that's quite a good description off the top of my head for my invention, the PIOW. Moving on, looking at my iPad finally. Kindergarten games, numbers 1 to 12 game, countries, flags game. I won't go into that too much for now. I've shared on the PIOW a lot. You'll find everything at the link provided, or the 2 links provided in the description at this YouTube video. The first link is www.dalzels-ideas.com. The second one is www.nivstaboards.com. You can study it, and if you like one of my 37 entrepreneurial ideas, my friends, you can study it at one or both of the 2.com websites in the description after you've listened to this video. So next we've got NIVSTA headphones. So a basic description of the NIVSTA headphones is that you are crossing the street in a busy city, then emergency services within 400 meters, and you've got your music on, or you're listening to something on your headphones, and then in the database it connects to emergency services, and simply you don't get run over because your headphones alert you to a siren or a speeding vehicle that you can't hear while you've got your headphones on. So the capacity of the NIVSTA headphones is, my friends, that somehow with the database with emergency services, there'll be some sort of link or app to your mobile or to your wireless headphones, alluding to let you know within 200 to 400 meters that there's an emergency services siren on the way, with an alert like, I guess, basically like a alert for a tsunami or earthquake, etc. I guess with how the tsunami works, people get notified a while before. So basically with the NIVSTA headphones, you just get notified within 1 or 2 or a few minutes to the emergency service speeding vehicle nearby. I'm sure you get it. Moving on, a bike stand. With motorbikes, this is already out there, but I haven't seen it with pedal bikes. With pedal bikes, my friends, when you're cycling to work in the morning, in the afternoon, coming home from work at night, etc., or a leisurely bike ride in the weekend or after work, instead of taking your click-in shoes onto the pedals, you can keep both feet on the pedals, and the bike stand will release a mechanism to stabilize your bike, integrated into the handlebars button to release it when you're at the traffic lights, give way sign or stop sign, etc. Then when you get a green light or give way's all good or stop signs all good, you press the handlebar button and it lifts up the release pod stand, and then you cycle on your way. Moving on, looking at my iPad. Ice cream scooper, very simple. I'll keep this brief. Basically, there's a battery in an ice cream scooper. It heats up the head of the scoop. No more worries about firm ice cream. The battery heats up the head of the scoop. You scoop the ice cream as it melts it slightly for you. 2 bags, 1 backpack on the front, 1 backpack on your back. A clip to release the front bag or the back bag, or wear the front bag, kids, adults, and the backpack. Backpack for front and back to fit many items. And the main idea of this is that you don't have to, kids or adults, wear a backpack on your back and an extra bag weighing your shoulder, giving you neck pain or back pain from the imbalance of a heavy sports bag, work bag over your shoulder. So the front backpack can have your football boots and your football, and your backpack, kids or adults, can have your school work and laptop, or adults, your football boots and football in the front, and your business notes, information, and your laptop in the backpack. And if you've got a slight strain going on, you may decide just for a particular day that you're just going to wear your front backpack to align your back, or maybe just wear a backpack to align and less tension for your back and neck for the day. Inside-outside tops. This is quite simple. With Auckland weather, we have 4 seasons in one day: sunshine, drizzle, rain, cloud, or cold. And with the sunshine, and you've looked at the forecast, you get your inside-outside tops clothing for children or adults. Basically, when it's sunny, you'll probably choose to wear your short sleeve. So on the outside, it's a designed, cool, trendy, good-looking t-shirt. If it starts to rain on you, you flip the inside-outside top to the inside layer for the outside layer if it starts drizzling or raining, and the inside layer is waterproof. Then the rain stops and the sun comes out, So you switch your t-shirt, or maybe a long sleeve, you wear it inside out back to the layer you had before, the rain and the waterproof layer. So the other layer is trendy, it looks cool, it's colored or labeled or brand named. And then the inside layer for wet weather or drizzle in the heat of summer weather, 4 seasons in one day. The inside layer is made out of material to cool your skin in funny weather conditions. So basically, again, it's a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. It has interchangeable layer. The outside layer is cool, trendy, colored, labeled, etc. And the inside layer keeps you cool in hot weather. So you just swap it depending on the weather. And as I've alluded to, the one of the two layers cools your skin out of a material on the inside when it's hot. When you interchange it from inside to outside, the inside layer is waterproof and you're all set for your journey. And I guess it comes with a hoodie. So the t-shirt can have a hoodie and the sweatshirt can have a hoodie, my friends. And then when it stopped raining, you take off the hoodie and your head's not wet. And the thing with rain is it doesn't really get onto your legs or pants or shorts unless it's really heavy rain. I guess you need to keep a waterproof envelope or a waterproof purchase bag for your mobile phone if the weather's dodgy. Or maybe we can elaborate on this invention for short pants or long pants, waterproof pockets, so your mobile phone, etc., doesn't get saturated from the heavy rain while you've got your mobile phone in your shorts pocket or your longs pocket. So just to confirm, maybe shorts or long pants with a waterproof pocket to keep your phone safe. The grindle, it's a fun new activity. Please study at my .com or my .coms. Daydreamer app. This is for my nephew. It's his product that's going to be put together, designed, and made in America. Read it at my .com or .coms. The Daydreamer app, gaming app, is mainly, my friends, for the youth. So I'm currently seeking an investment for my 4 franchises. NIVSTA Boards Van Day School franchise, a rebound ball and board game for playgrounds ages 5 to 13. It comes with 4 curriculum attributes whilst playing it. We've got physical education, literacy, alphabet word work. We've got number work, numeracy work, and art, colour, familiarization, colour, art rules, and colour rules. So with the NIVSTA Boards, or the NIVSTA Boards Van Day School franchise friends, it comes with numeracy, literacy, art, and physical education, curriculums whilst playing the game, integrated with life skills of communication, cooperation, and honesty. My second franchise is H2O Cafe franchise. This is pretty cool. You go to a cafe, you get a water bottle from the fridge. In the fridge, it has A to Z labels. So you purchase N from New Zealand or NZ from New Zealand. A water bottle pump manufactured in New Zealand. On the jukebox, you can play the New Zealand national anthem in Māori and in English. The anthem plays on the jukebox with a $2 fee or a swipe of your card. On the screen in the cafe, it has the text as the anthem plays in the cafe of the Māori anthem in Māori and the English New Zealand English anthem. In between, using the jukebox, the cafes worldwide are quiet times. Thirdly, internet dating agency, Mr. D's internet dating agency, studyatmy.com. This one's for my niece for when she's 20 years old in 2028. And finally, D's Nightclub. My nightclub idea, D's Nightclub, see it at the .com or the .coms. I'm going to race through the rest. Baby drink bottle, same day delivery, children's scooters, NIVSTA Transport, nicotine-free vapes or reduction vapes, nicotine reduction vapes, bed bunks, ceiling or wall reading device, multi-story car parking system, touch escalator hand lighting rail, sleeping capsules for the homeless. This is a good one. And finally, my far-fetched but doable inventions, the last few of my 37 at this video. Robots, pet robots, TV Jeep show, rest homes and hospitals, rehab and brain wellness clinics, football drills for kids, children's story, dictionary games, A to Z countries, people names, spend a night in the sky, NIVSTA mobile phone, NIVSTA airlines, car copter. You'll find everything, my friends, at the two .coms provided in the description. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for listening to this 30-odd minute description of my 37 entrepreneurial ideas covered thoroughly at both .coms.